Hi there, welcome back to Mr. Tilley's Math Magics. In this video, we're going to be going through an extended version of our simple interest problems. Before we do though, let's just have another look back at our formulas for simple interest. We've got I being the interest that we pay equals the principal times the interest rate, normally given as a percentage, multiplied by the number of years of the loan. That is finding the interest. Now, if we need to find the total amount, we are going to add our interest to our original principal, and that's going to give us the total amount of money that we've had to pay back over the life of that loan. Now, at that level, it's very straightforward, P times I times N. But what happens if we are missing one of them? What happens if we're missing the principal, or if we're missing the interest rate, or we want to know how long this loan is going to last for? Well, now we have to extend on our understanding of our simple interest formula. To do that, we need a understanding of how our three laws of cancelling out actually work. If you need to go back and watch the other video on the three laws of cancelling out, I've got that. Just pause this, head back and watch that to refresh your memory. For now though, let's start with one. We're going to be working backwards here, so we're going to start with our A equals I plus P, and let's say we want to find out what the interest that we've paid on our loan is. Well, if our A is $3,300, we don't have our I, but we do have our principal of $3,000. Well, in our three laws of cancelling out, our first rule is to do our order of operations backwards. We only have one operation here, so that one doesn't really apply to us. Our second one is to conduct the opposite operation. Well, the only operation we have here is addition, so the opposite to that is subtract. Now, how much am I going to subtract? I'm going to subtract my known value of $3,000. That's going to cancel it out on that side, but our third law, remember, is we do the same to both sides, so I'm going to subtract 3,000 from here as well. What I'm left with there is 300 equals my interest. That's how much interest I paid on that loan. That's working backwards from total amount to find one of the given values. And it works the same way if you decide to do, or if you're given the interest first and asked what the principal is. You're just going to subtract the known value from both sides of your equation, and that's going to give you your leftover amount. But let's take this one step further now, and let's include our simple interest formula in what we're actually doing and what we're cancelling out. So here we go. So in this problem, our normal formula would be I equals P I N. And in this problem, we're going to say that the total interest that I've paid is $9,400. I'm also going to give myself a principal of, let's say, $6,000 times an interest rate of, let's say, 5.5%, but I want to know how long that loan is. Well, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to conduct my multiplications where I can, and I'm going to drag that result down. So 6,000 times 5.5% is 330 times N, because we haven't figured that out. And our final interest is 9,400. Well, now it looks a little bit similar to our original one. So we look at our order of operations backwards. We only have one operation. We're good. We conduct the opposite operation to cancel out, which means instead of 330 times N, it's going to be divide. And now I'm going to also divide this by 330. Now, my next line, I've cancelled out my 330, so I'm left with N on this side. But 9,400 divided by 330, well, that one equals 28.48. And this is the term of our loan. So if we have a 28.5-year loan, for $6,000, paying 5.5% interest every single year, it's going to give us, we're going to have paid back $9,400. So from here, I'll get you to try one as well. Pause the video, have a crack at it. So have a go at this one. I equals PIN. I will give you the interest rate, the interest that you pay, which is 600. I will even give you the principal, 5,000, and the interest rate of 3%, but I want you to find how long the loan is for. Pause the video, see how you go. Okay, so now that we've finished that, let's actually work through it. If we do what we can to start with, so we'll do the 5,000 times the 3%, that's going to give us 150 times n. So 600 equals 150 times n. Well, now our next step, we have to cancel out. So we're going to, instead of times 150, we're going to divide 150. We're also going to divide this by 150, and this gives us a 4-year loan. If you have any questions, as always, write them down, bring them into class. You're going to have plenty of time to practice this. This is a skill that you will use many times in many different years of your school, like in math, to try and extend into those upper levels so that you can get a deeper understanding of how this formula actually works. And it's not just this, it's a lot of different other ones as well. So, that being said, I wish you luck. Your teacher's going to have a whole bunch of great opportunities for you to practice. Ask them questions. I'll see you in the next lesson.